Hey, what's up everyone? I was thinking of doing a scripted video full of editing and shit, but that's too much effort for me. We're just going to lump in 2 reviews per video for each release of games for the season. The first things first is the starting 2 games for when you get this Playdate in your hands. We have Whitewater Wipeout, hard to say, and we have Casual Birder. So let's talk about Whitewater Wipeout first. We have this game made by Chuhai Labs, an interesting dev group full of weebs in Japan. They do kind of like sport-style games. They have one game for Steam that's coming out soon. It's like a golfing game. So first, I have to say the music for this game is actually pretty good, and it kind of shows off the chiptune style of the Playdate. It sounds really good, and I think graphically this is really good. And also this actually shows off, which I was surprised by. I don't know why I didn't know this. The Playdate is 2-bit in terms of graphics, which is to say it has black, white, and 2 scales of gray, right? Light gray, dark gray. Alright. So yeah, made in Kyoto, Japan. These guys really are weebs. But yeah, some of their other games look pretty good, so I think I might actually check that out when it comes out. So this is a surfing game that's kind of like, apparently California Games was the main inspiration, but I think it plays, well, yeah, I grew up with TNC Surf Design, which is pretty much just the surfing game from California Games, ripped off wholesale. But it's the same thing. You have to land kind of the way you went up, right? You can't like land backwards. You get more points as you go. There's a wave coming at you to the right, well, from the right. So you have to keep going to the left. There's sharks. I think you saw a shark. Hey, there's a bird too. Woo! Oh, and this right here, this water looks really fucking good, especially right where the wave is. Let's see if we can catch up real quick. Maybe we can catch up. I'm actually surprised we're not dead. Usually this is like instant death. Oh, okay. They just wanted to give me some, give me some hope. You know, it's kind of like Bane from Batman. But yeah, I just like to talk about the graphics here. I think they're incredible. Right now they're kind of blown way the fuck up for the video. But on the Playdate itself, you know, you have pixels per inch. It's kind of like if you look at footage of the 3DS, it always looks way worse than it actually is on the system, you know? So this is kind of like a mobile game, right? In the sense that, I think like, what was it, Temple Runner, right? Or you just kind of go for a high score. It's kind of addicting. It's not amazing, but it's kind of addicting, you know? But yeah, you play for it a little bit. You get a high score. Oh, there we have the wave. Yeah, when you're actually in front of the fucking thing, it looks really, really good. And also, like, look at the fucking surfboard, you know? I don't know if that's, like, rendered or what, but, you know, especially when you turn, it looks really good. Is that sprite work, or is that actually, like, 3D rendered? The CPU for this thing is actually not bad, all things considered. Ooh, look at that! Oh, that shit looks so good on the fucking screen. I wish you could see it. Alright, I'm gonna absolutely fucking... Oh no! Actually stayed in front. Is that... Yeah, there's the shark. The sharks will trip you up. And... if we can... No, we fuck. Yeah, I don't know. This game, like, when I first played it, I'm like, you know, because when I first played it, I was struggling to get even 1 or 2 points. You know, like, break the double-digit range. But after you kind of get a hang of it, and it does take a little bit to get the hang of it, you start doing way better. Yeah, that was like my fucking best one yet, honestly. And let's see what we are in the global ranking. Yeah, there's global ranking leaderboards for this, which is also pretty cool. The Count of Monte Fisto is in the top 1,200. Pretty cool. Yeah, some of those motherfuckers are crazy. So that's really Whitewater Wipeout. Yeah, it's a very simple game. It kind of shows off. I mean, I guess, you know, we've only talked about it for very briefly, so let's talk about it a little bit more. Yeah, it's kind of like just a short little mini game, if anything else, but it really does a good job of showing off the hardware. You know, you control the whole thing with just the crank. And I'll tell you what, when I first got this, I actually thought like the crank was maybe a little defective because California games and TNC Surf Design for the NES are very rigid, right? Like you move the D-pad a little bit, you know, alter like 45 fucking degrees. Here, you stop spinning and you keep spinning a little bit, so the momentum physics are actually really good. I think they did a really good job with this one. It's not, like, amazing or outstanding, but it's pretty fucking addicting. It's pretty fun. Oh, fuck, that was a rough landing. And we're probably gonna get fucked up by the wave. Yeah, sometimes that shit happens. I'm not really entirely sure why. There's sharks that trip you up, and you can also get, like, the birds, apparently. When you die, you get little hints. Oh yeah, look at the wave effect. That's, like, really good looking, man. So this is, Whitewater Rapid? What the fuck is it even called? I feel like they could have done better with the name. I can't even remember the name anytime I'm looking at this shit. So graphically, this game looks good. In terms of sound, this game looks good. I think it's a good show off of, you know, like the addition of the crank really makes it so game devs had to be kind of creative with what they do and how they do it, like how they incorporate this shit, if at all, you know, and you don't even have to. You just use the D-pad and the A and B buttons. I doubt I'll see any games that don't incorporate the crank in some way, but yeah, it's a fucking neat idea, and I think this was a good call for a starting game. It's short, sweet, you pick it up, it's addicting, you go take a shit, you play it. And I think I am actually going to pick up these guys. They have, like, I don't know, they're this really niche game company where they make sports games and Halloween-themed games. And one of the games coming out is both, where it's a side-scrolling golf game that's horror-themed. I don't know. It looked interesting. I wish listed it. Yeah, see that? How you have the, like, fucking momentum? Like, I stopped turning there. Shit, I got greedy. But we still set one of my high scores. Hey. So that is Whitewater Wipeout. God, that's hard for fucking me to remember. That's the first game. If I had to give it a score, maybe like a 7.5 out of 10, maybe even an 8, you know? It's pretty cool. And one thing I've noticed 1 week down with the Playdate is this thing, right now it's plugged in because I'm charging it. The lack of a backlight, right? You know, it's probably a little from column A, B, and C, where, yeah, it probably was a little bit of a money thing, although I really don't. Putting a fucking backlight in the system is probably adds like maybe $2 or $3 per unit sold, right? I think part of it was hipster bullshit of like, oh, let's try to recreate the feeling of a Game Boy Pocket, which, you know, I can feel. I can feel that. I grew up with a Game Boy Pocket. It was one of my favorite systems. Still to this day, it's one of my favorite systems. I love the Game Boy Pocket. But also the battery on this thing is fucking nuts because it's kind of like a Kindle Paperwhite. Yeah, I had it plugged in when I first had it on like Thursday, and then just now it's plugging in and it was at like 50% battery. But I've been playing this fucking thing, and when it's off, it has a clock on, so pretty cool. This is Casual Birder by Diego Garcia, who made a... What the fuck did he make? He made like some sort of puzzle game. But this game kind of reminds me of a mix between maybe Pokemon Snap, maybe, and like Zelda Majora's Mask when you're doing the photo side quests. You're this little goofy dude. It kind of looks like Pokemon here, right? But you can change your inventory with the crank, and you have this weird camera, right? You walk around, you find birds, and it's kind of like a scavenger hunt. I believe, what did that menu screen say? Like 27 birds you gotta find and all. You find it, you move your camera around, you put it in focus, you take a picture. I don't really need that one, because we already have it. Because you also have a little diary, right? And you have all the pictures of the birds that you find. And it's kind of like an adventure game almost. Think like King's Quest or some shit, or What's Secret of Monkey Island, where you find different items, you have to figure out what the fuck you need to use them for. The ambience and sound in this game is definitely a strong suit. Really good stuff. One thing that I don't think is that great is, look at the picture. You know something about all this shit? It's only using black and white. It's not using the grayscale at all. And maybe that was part of his art style he was going for, or maybe he just didn't know that when he was developing that the Playdate could do grayscale as well. I don't fucking know. Or maybe it is only black and white, and Whitewater Rampage, whatever the fuck it's called, did such an insanely good job. And the pixels per inch is so high that I didn't even notice it. Here's this asshole behind the back who will sell you. Oh shit, I just threw a fucking acorn over there. Yeah, a lot of these items are one-time use. You kind of like throw it, but then you have to go back to where you found and pick them up. Like you get the worms from the bait shop, all that good stuff. This guy will give us our squeaky shoes. This is the default sound. It's fine now, but if you're playing for a little bit, it'll probably drive you crazy. But some of these words, I wish I could find. I think it's when you take a picture of a new bird. Some of the font is way too small. I really gotta squint when I'm trying to read some of this shit. But like the detail of this is really good. I just don't know why he didn't go for the whole color. So what's my stance on this game? Oh, I guess I should talk about the plot. So you... Shit. Once again, I'm bad ones on the cuff. So you kind of show up to town, think like Animal Crossing style. But there are these bully elitist birders. Everyone in this fucking world is into ornithology, where you're taking pictures of fucking birds, right? I like how the focus meter, you can kind of see it kind of gives you a hint of where you need to be for the bird on the screen. Maybe you thought that shit was too annoying without. But there's these bullies who are like the pro bird picture taker people, right? And they kick your ass and they don't let you go. And you kind of have to take all the pictures of the birds and prove yourself and become #1. And so this bitch wants a picture of her crush. I don't know what that is. Once again, it's kind of like a adventure game. You gotta figure out what to do. Which comes to my main complaint about this game. It's a little bit too opaque. To the point where I'm about halfway through this game, I'm like beyond stuck. Because there's these two naked assholes in the woods. I need to find their clothes. There's that chick who wants me to take a picture of her crush. She doesn't tell me who her crush is, and I don't think there's a single hint in this goddamn game to tell me what that is. And those are my two main leads, is to find these assholes' clothes. I mean, the humor is cute in this game. It is. It's just when I play a game like this, it was the same thing when I was playing Dum Dum, right? There's quite a few indie games that go for the adventure puzzle route. And it's kind of hard to do that, right? Where you can either be so fucking obvious that it's not even fun or rewarding to play, or you can be so opaque that, you need a fucking guide to figure out what's going on. This kind of errs towards the latter, and it's kind of hard to find that sweet spot. But really, if I had to, you get like camera upgrades, I'm assuming. I don't have any camera upgrades, but I'm assuming you get that later. Yeah, I'm just beyond stuck with this one. I was really enjoying it too, and then I got stuck, and I'm like, well, fuck me. I guess, I guess I'm not playing this one anymore because I like really was trying. It wasn't for lack of trying, guys. And I'm not quite retarded. I'm pretty fucking dumb, but yeah, I can figure out baby games pretty good. So I would all in all give this game maybe like a 7? I don't know, I think that's fair. Hey, this one gets a 7, and Whitewater Rampage, whatever the fuck it's called, gets like a 7.5 or even an 8. Let's give that one an 8 for the genre it's trying to be. But, no, like, eventually, you know, I'll probably come back to this and see if I can get further along, but, man, I really did try everything to get further along in this one. So that is my review of Birder, Casual Birder, Birder, I kind of, like, imagine an I before that E, and Whitewater Wipeout. Well, this was kind of like a rambling review. That's just what you're gonna get. I'm not gonna put in the time to edit these, so once again, I'm a lazy fucker. You can't, yeah, fuck it. You can't really blame. Next time we're going to review these two games, which I haven't even touched yet. Which I'm probably going to start to fuck around with as soon as I end this recording. Anyway, thanks guys. If you want to watch me stream, if you're new to the channel, follow me on Twitch. Descriptions below. If you want to see some of my past streams, they're all right here on YouTube. Hit me up with that follow. Thanks again, and peace out.